Hey, a wee bit late. Welcome. I open up my computer, look at Spotify, and talk about the bands and the songs that were there. If you're wondering why I'm late, what I need is good vibes. Family's going through some stuff. If I told you, you wouldn't believe half of it anyway, but please just send us some good vibes. Computer's open. Now it's time to look at the bands. Usually the bands aren't a surprise. Beatles, number one. Actually, this is a surprise because I think this is the first time since I started doing it that they are actually my number one band, which is a little crazy. But not really, maybe because I like a lot of music, so it makes sense. But yeah, obviously a lot of Beatles. REM, big fan of REM. I remember, I think my buddy Jeff coming back from college and just totally turned me on to them. The Stones, anytime someone asks me, best bands out there, I mean, Beatles, Stones, 1A, whoever you pick is fine, but they're both up there. And then I usually start the conversation after that. And Foo Fighters, they could join for sure. Again, seeing them, can't wait. The Mats, they are number 3. Love the Mats. And then the Police, great trio. The Kinks, Tom Petty, Van Halen, and David Bowie. See, now, wouldn't you listen to a radio station that I put together? Those are all good. All right, now we're gonna go to the songs. And number 1, the Beatles. I Got a Feeling. I love the interplay on this one. This is actually the number 1 song I listen to is the naked version. I've got a feeling. Oh, here, let's start at the beginning. Afraid of Americans. Bloody hell, this song is brilliant. And I think, crazy, it was released Showgirls. Wasn't it? Never saw Showgirls, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. And then it's also found on Earthlane. The Beatles have 29, almost 30 million listeners. And hear his work with Trent, and then they went out on tour together. Totally feel the 9 Inch Nails on this one. I need to turn that one up soon. We got to get through the rest of the next 11 songs. All right. And the next song is All Right by Supergrass. I believe it was off their debut. We're visiting the UK and looking a little forward. A lot of UK this week. This is just fun. Kinks, staying in the UK, Living on a Thin Line. Davies, always a grumpy, he was probably a grumpy young man, and so Living on a Thin Line from word of mouth. They have almost 7 million listeners. I think it's a little bit about like one in the old days back, right? Next we have, staying in the UK, Stone Roses with Love Spreads. What I love about this song is, well, there's a lot of songs that people listen to, but they don't really hear. Or no, maybe they hear, but they don't really listen. There we go. They hear the song, but they don't really listen. I love the fact that they put Jesus as a black lady being crucified in this song. I think it was their number one hit. Oh, those fuzzed out guitars. Man, I got a lot of songs that I need to turn up. 2 million listeners for Stone Roses. All right. Bash and Pop. I have a feeling not a lot of listeners, probably in the tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, I hope. Post-Mats, Tommy released this album, switched from bass to guitar, and just slaps you across the face with the rock and roll. P.S. If you ever see Tommy in concert, just be ready for a wild ride because he does still keep that Mats. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Is he going to stop? I've seen him a couple times and great. Although not someone I'm sure I would want to have a beer with. I don't know, maybe, who knows. But bloody hell, I love this song. Friday Night is killing me. So Bash and Pop, yeah, see, they've got almost 4,000 listeners. Come on, we can do better than that. That Friday Night is killing me is definitely worth it. And they've got a couple other gems in there too. I always loved that Matt Johnson named his band The. This is the Day, I think, wasn't it just in Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy? Anyway, The always make me happy. This is off Soul Mining. One guy making a lot of noise. 1.2 million listeners. Oh, I don't think I realized it was such a slow build. Fading. Because I'm so used to this. This is the day. Please, more people listen to Kate Snow. This EP is great. Trying to get her to do some originals. She's busy, and as I said, family is going through some stuff right now, so it's not going to happen anytime in the near distant future, but hopefully in the near rather than distant future. But I love this song and her cover of it. Can't Find My Way Home. And she's hovering around 1,000 listeners, so please just do it. But I like what they did with this. I need to hear her voice, so we're gonna listen to this one for a little bit.
Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end. I just thank God for time. And I'm wasted and I can't find my way home.
We're gonna change the pace up a little bit here. In Excess, I believe this is their very first big, like, bona fide hit. In Excess always reminds me of college. There was one kid that listened to a lot of In Excess. been on my list before? I don't know. But God, it's so good. Come on, give me some guitars. Come on. Thank you. Where are you standing? I'm standing here. Someone just asked, like, hey, Chris, I know you play a lot of new music on Next, but have you ever played the Beths? Silly goose. And they're coming in at number 10. Now, when I listen to this song, please listen to When You Know, You Know. And let me know what you think this song is about. In Excess has 10 million listeners. Beths coming in at almost 500,000. I mean, this just came out a year ago, and it makes 90s Chris Bro so happy. Doesn't it sound like it could have been in the 90s?
Walking on the wire, and all the while aspiring to keep my little eye from looking down. Your beauty in the fore, and you unfolding story.
Love it. Thank you, Beths. And Howdy, 2 V's instead of a W, with True Love. What I love about these guys, well, there's a lot of things I love about them, but when you listen, it's like the soundtrack for after the after party, right? Like, you don't want to listen to them before the part. Well, maybe you do, but while you're getting ready, you probably want something a little bit more up. But people left. You've got one bottle left. 1 or 2 buddies don't want to leave. You're sitting on the front porch or back porch or room, who knows. Listen to this. Doesn't it sound? Oh, and I love the vocal harmonies. Like, it's not too soft that it puts you to bed, but it's not so loud that your neighbors are complaining, or that, you know, your ears are probably already ringing from the soundtrack anyway. And this is just... such a good one. And they're at a little over 250,000. 268,000. The Posies, they must have been shocked like the rest of the world when grunge took over, and then they were finally like, yeah, we can fuzz up some guitars. And they did that a little bit. And if you've never heard of the Posies, there may be a chance you actually know this one song, and it's a good one. Number 13, back to the UK, Primal Scream with Rocks. Dance rock at its finest. This is just so good. And another song that I just need to, there's a lot in here that I just need to turn up. Thank you, Primal Scream. 1.5 million. I would have thought a little bit more. I love the bass. All right, thanks for listening. And enjoy it all. Just be nice. Be nice, people. There's a lot of crap out there. Be good. Oh, I just looked at my number 14. All right. good.